How does it compare to Diablo 2? I think that it would be difficult for me to answer that question with any degree of accuracy. As far as my perspective, being a pretty casual ARPG guy, I think this definitely plays like mixing the best aspects of Diablo 2 and 3, in that it's got Diablo 2's art style and gritty kind of horror tone to it, and it feels that way, and I think that the story does a pretty good job of feeling that way as well. And at the same time, it has Diablo 3's sort of tight action mechanics, which I think you can probably emphasize or downplay more based on your playstyle and your character class. So I've only been playing as a rogue, which is essentially like the ninja character. Like, so I'm doing dash attacks and teleporting and have very dodge heavy, be in the right place, position necessite build. So like I need to really think about where I am, because I can't take tons of damage. So I gotta be able to move here. I have my teleport that I use to get me around to a faster enemy. I need an enemy to teleport to because it's a backstab. The caltrops give me some time to hit them from far away. This one's got an interesting structure though. It's not act-based in the same way. It's sort of one big world one big world with a fixed map, which is kind of the big thing there, because Diablo has always had procedurally generated dungeons so that they're different every time. It does not in this game. This game, the map in Diablo 4 is fixed, so there is a design to everything, which is, honestly, I gotta say, I'm not really hating it. It's been pretty good so far, and I think that it does a good job of creating what is effectively endless Diablo in a way, you know. And by that, wait, why can I not travel there? You know, there we go. It's like I'm clicking on that. Endless Diablo in the sense that you can kind of keep going out into the world and doing quests, and they could keep adding new quests and things to do. I mean, that what I did there, that Call the Collector thing, I think it would be pretty easy for them to say, oh yeah, we're just gonna have another little story like that with a bit of voice acting with a guy that you can talk to. Hey, Jonathan Davis, singer of Korn. No, I'm kidding. For $4.99, man, thank you very much. What are your thoughts on the game so far? I played all day yesterday. I am an admitted and a very, very out of the closet ARPG casual. I'm not super into this genre. I just find it fun. So I'm not and the reason I'm prefacing that is because I don't want my positive opinion of this game, because my opinion of this game is very positive. I don't really want it to be seen as an endorsement that people necessarily buy it right now, because it is on the overpriced side, and it like I can't make the argument why you should buy this instead of just playing Path of Exile, because Path of Exile is free and it's also really, really good. So for me, this is it maps to arcade stick a little bit more easily than Path of Exile does, which I mean I cannot use that as a legitimate criticism because no one plays these games with an arcade stick. I find it kind of fun too. I just did it by accident once and it was kind of good. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. Like I really love this rogue class and the way that I've managed to get this build together where I can do all sorts of crazy dodges and backstabs and teleports, and I'm not really suffering a ton of damage a lot of the time, and man, I've been having a lot of fun playing it. I can't deny it. It's been lots of fun. So I guess yeah, it's a tacit recommendation for Diablo 4 with the proviso that you should probably wait until it's at least actually released, not this early access release thing that I'm doing, because I think that that's kind of shitty. Like I really wanted to play with Adam Krigler and stuff, so I did want to get in on it for the earlier time, but at the same time, I don't really like supporting that as a business strategy, because it's like, man, you're really making more people pay a little bit more to play it like 3 days early. Like, just let people play the game if it's done, you know, like, don't arbitrarily gate. But at the same time, where I'll give them a little bit of charitability, because, and not in the interest of trying to shill for them or be like, no, actually, guys, you should buy Diablo 4 right now for the Ultimate Edition price. Absolutely, because you'll get to play it now, and this game's just incredible. I don't think it's that clear cut, and I don't think the game is that good. I just think it is a lot of fun. They heard gaming is cool, quote, quote, so they get into the industry and they really don't enjoy the industry or understand what makes it popular. Yes, and again, that is also why I will not be making a big review on Diablo 4, because I do not understand what makes RPGs tick to the ARPGs, like action RPGs like Diablo. I don't understand what makes them tick to the level that I think I can analyze it effectively. Or at least to anyone that would be a fan of the genre. Because I just don't understand them as well. I don't get the ins and outs a bit the way I do for, say, I don't know, a Souls game. Like that, I understand that kind of game design more, because it's mostly focused around how are the systems designed, how are the bosses designed, how is the world designed. That's pretty much it. I mean, obviously there's more to it than that, but with this, there's a whole deal with, like, how does the end game work? What's the drop rates like? How do you have to build your character? How much flexibility is in the rap build? How viable is half the things on the skill charts for any character? And I guess for this type of game, I don't understand what makes it tick. I wish I did, and maybe I'll learn a little bit about it by playing this game, but I think it would probably involve playing a lot of the ones that people who are big fans tend to like Path of Exile or Torchlight, I think is another one that a lot of people like. And again, I don't even really understand what a lot of people hated about Diablo 3, because what I disliked about it was just its tone. I was like, this, like, it seems more like Overwatch than Diablo at this point. Like, why does everyone look so cartoony? Like Deckard Cain's daughter or granddaughter or something like that, her face looked like an Overwatch character in the opening cinematic. I'm just like, oh man, you guys are just doing Overwatch everywhere. I mean, Overwatch didn't exist at the time, but like, I was like, wait, why does she look like a Pixar character, kind of? Like, isn't this Diablo? I thought it was like ultra realistic looking, gritty, dark kind of gothic horror stuff, not oh my god, grandfather, he died, I guess I've got to save him. Like, kind of, I was like, oh no, like, is this what's going on here?
They have awakened, Mother.
The first of many. Go to the dry steps and continue your preparations. Now, our true work begins.
You came to thank the light.
So that was pretty cool, man. Like, I think Lilith's a good villain. She's fucking scary. And I think they're executing the cinematic stuff in this game quite well. Much better than Diablo 3. So I have no idea about things like the end game, the monetization strategy, what kind of long-term legs this game is going to have, but if you want to play a game casually, like just go through a story, this is pretty good. Got Diablo 4 running on my Steam Deck, and it is quite good to play there. I strongly recommend it. You gotta cap it at 40 FPS for a consistent experience, but what's really neat is having that just in your bed, like being able to play, and it runs, and it runs really well, is pretty good, because it means you got tons of time to like fiddle around with characters. So I have a whole complement of characters now. I have every single class. If you guys want to see some barbarian or druid gameplay, we got those going too. And I got all of them to the like level 7 area, so I have all their skill slots open. And yeah, I did that by just killing time, like listening to Sitch and Adam while playing video games in bed with the puppies, and Yeah, I ended up staying up really late because I was having a lot of fun. So, yeah, this one I still think is probably the best, like, just representation of like a dude who you would see like an athletic guy. This guy seems frail and in a disturbing sort of way because he's kind of jacked also, but I don't know, man. This one weirds me out. The Necromancer, yeah, he looks like a sickly, nearly dead person. I gave him the red eyes. Here's our chunky boy. He's nice and chunky. Honestly, I kind of like him. He's jolly. Yeah, he's got an axe. He turns into a wolf and shreds people up. And then, yeah, and this dude's basically the Conan version of me. So there you go. There's all my super cringe self-inserts. And there are 10 character slots, so maybe I'll make a full complement of X-Ray Girls as well at some point. But yeah, so I got the lowest level character I have is level 7, because I just chipped away the intros for these two during, yeah, while I was hanging out in bed. And it was cool. I think I made him pretty badass looking. I used the fresh blood paint for the markings, so it's like, yeah, it's almost like he's reapplying that as he's like going through battle. And the druid one, like, I don't know, I actually do sort of like that you don't have a choice in body types per the character class though, because it is kind of like, okay, yeah, the druids, they're big dude, they're like eating lots of meat, very very high fat, high protein diet. The necromancer, like, might as well be dead, like he just he looks like he's in rough shape. I like the mage. I really want to find a way to describe him other than effeminate, but like it's kind of the only, because it's like his mannerisms and stuff. It's very just like I don't know, like there's not really. It seems like they use the same animations for the male and female sorcerers. So I've got a wind attack that's range, but then my melee attack is as my werewolf self right now. And then I have a combo and a buff. Do that to heal, so I have a healing spell that I can use. Alright. And he just kind of changes back. Sort of grad. So it's not like in Diablo 2's druid where you have like werewolf form and then you switch into it. It's like I have an attack which I do in that form, and I made that my basic attack. So I'm not doing anything crazy when I go into werewolf form here. I'm just getting a bit of extra bleed damage and then like on top of a normal hit. And I'm hungry like the wolf. Yeah. So, I just rebuilt a new kind of X-Ray Girl-ish character. That's my new sorceress, and I played around with some different abilities than I would have used last time. I made just all lightning spells, nothing but lightning spells, and man, it rocks. It's really good. I'm so powerful already, and I'm only level 12. I'm basically where I was with my other mage character, and I did it in like half an hour. It was pretty wild. Yep. Wasn't touched by that big crowd of ghouls. Did like 5 points of damage that time. It's like insane. I think I did a pretty good job making X-Ray Girl, man. I even got the freckles in there, which I guess you might not know if you don't know X-Ray. If you've not seen her up close ever, like she does have freckles. Like that is sort of what her complexion is like. Granted, I know what she looks like without makeup, but she's sort of Lucy Liu-ish. I was messing around with doing no bow, not really any bow attacks, just kind of doing mostly up close and personal stuff. And the flurry spreads vulnerability, like the vulnerable stat, very, very quickly. So it's kind of good like that. So basically what I have to do is I need to make one of them vulnerable, and then I can use flurry to just spread vulnerability. So it's like I can weaken entire groups and make them really susceptible to high damage attacks. The thing is, I don't really have one of my own. So what I might do, actually, which sucks, is abandon my Shadow Shield. Because if I have a really high damage attack to hit a big group of enemies with, even if it's an ultimate, that could be pretty serious. Ah! No! Oh boy. Caltrops just saved my life, and not the actual Caltrops themselves. The, oh shit! The back dodge that you get with them. Because that's honestly, it's 80% of the reason I have the Caltrops. It's another dodge. Anytime I want, boom. And I get 2 charges of it, it comes back quick, and it slows down the enemies. So the slowing down enemies, though, is maybe a bit more beneficial for a range build. So it's like, I don't know. Blizzard sucks, but if the game turns out good, it's good. Yeah, I know. That's sort of the deal. And this game, I guess, again, like, even, I'm not talking anything about the monetization, and for the love of God, please do not buy the $20 skins. That's freaking insane. But it's insane that they would even think to do it. Like, they must really need money. At the same time, though, it's like, dude, you guys are getting, like, bought by Microsoft. Like, relax. Freaking sell a shitload of $2 awesome skins right now. That's what you could be doing. Like, you can't tell me that there are more people buying single $20 skins than there would be dozens of people buying single $2 skins. And that's assuming that none of them buy more than one. And I'm willing to bet if they buy one, they're probably going to buy more than one. Dealing damage. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, that's happening. Holy shit. You guys seeing that? Okay, so I'll read it. Lucky Hit is the perk that I picked. Dealing direct damage to a vulnerable, a status that I'm very good at spreading right now, to a vulnerable enemy has up to a 30% chance to cause an explosion, dealing 23% of the original damage to them and the surrounding enemies. So it's pretty good. I think that'll that could be awesome. Holy hell. I'm happy I saw that I had that part unlocked. Ooh boy. But yeah, I think though that just to finish Darkside Droid's question, the Diablo IV is a very good game to play if you like ARPGs, you want a good story, lots of really good action, but you're not like a hardcore ARPG guy. Now, it might also be that, but I cannot really say for sure because I'm not a ARPG hardcore dude. So I can't really tell you if it would be good if you're a hardcore fan of this type of game. But as a casual fan of this type of game, I am having a blast with this game. You played all the Diablo games, how it would work after Diablo 3. So I like this a lot more than Diablo 3. Diablo 3 I didn't really get into. But I eventually beat it on PS4, like when it came out over there, because I do kind of actually prefer to play this type of game with a controller. I just have better precision over my movement, you know. I can, although I wonder though, because I guess my dodge is sort of limited. Oh, can I even dodge laterally? Oh yeah. So yeah, I might be handicapping myself a little bit with the arcade stick now that I'm thinking about it. Because I don't have any give between these two positions. So yeah, I've got a 15-degree rotation every time. Or 30 degrees, sorry. So go there and... like that looks smooth because I'm doing it too fast to notice, but here... it's like I can walk this way, I can tilt that way, tilt this way, and I could do like little tiny movements to sort of get... so like if I had to walk along this path, if it was anything other than this angle, I'd either be walking there or up. Up, up, there. See what I mean? I still like playing with the arcade stick a lot though, because it feels really good. And I'm not noticing that inaccuracy most of the time. but I feel like perhaps at higher levels this might be messing me up. So the skill tree in this DJ Larpus is way less crazy than Path of Exile. Like, Path of Exile is one where I think that, off the bat, I would be like, hey, if you're a hardcore ARPG person, Path of Exile is probably what you want to be playing. Because it's, like, legit. It's, like, real ARPG stuff. Where the end game's, like, insane. But, I mean, and there is a long skill tree in Path of Exile. Like, it's intimidating. And, I've had Path of Exile fans tell me, hey, yeah, like, no, it's not that bad. You just gotta get used to it. I'm just like, yeah, I know. But the onboarding process in Path of Exile isn't great. And part of that is because I think they do want you to go to their store. Because Path of Exile is free, just like Lost Ark as well. Like, it's, monetization, I think, is where Path of Exile gets a little finicky. Because some of the skins in that game are crazy expensive. In fact, you know, probably, I'm willing to bet now I realize why the $20 skins are in the Diablo IV store. Because they're hoping that if you're a Path of Exile fan, that's just normal to you. And you're just like, oh, okay, yeah, I can spend $60 on this skin, why not? It's like, oh, God, man, really? It's the whole game. It's like, yeah, but the game's free, so this is how they make money. It's like, but still. Well, let me tell you. Ha! Get it, everybody? All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Let's do this. Oh, by the way, I'm behind you. Okay. Oh boy. Too far away from him. That almost backfired because I was trying to shadow step behind him. Oh, like that. See, I do it pretty instinctively. And if not, I have to dash. And oh, I got hit. Finally got hit. I'm not even thinking about the boss fight at this point. It's on autopilot, guys. Which might be a bad thing, because I might not be respecting a modification that happens in Phase 3. Come back here! Astaroth! We got it. As long as we don't choke. Okay, almost choked. Gotcha. Done, buddy. I've had quite enough time, thank you.
I'm sorry, my son. I'm sorry. I will leave you in peace.
Yeah, I will leave you in peace is definitely a better thing to say than legendary gloves, son! Because that was kind of my reaction a moment ago, but I was like, oof, I really wish you guys had the drop fall after the emotional moment, because you stepped on the moment. I found myself mostly caring about my new legendary gloves. It's almost like weird sort of battle passy stuff in a way. Oh, okay. You just get like player titles and shit. Okay, well, all right. That's why I was like challenge reward. I was like, okay, what do I get? Skill points? Like something I can use? A legendary? No, it's like no. You get you get a title. And I was like, okay, great. So I can write something beside MarcTheCyborg. Like, I mean, just, man, I don't need a title. Just put my name up there, okay? Let my friends know who I am. Okay, so I'm able to create these clouds of darkness by making corpses explode that do damage over time, and it's crazy. Like, I was melting people. It's like, I think almost every single character class, I found a way to make them sort of stupidly good. I don't think I figured it out with the druid yet, but I also haven't gotten as far with the druid. Oh yeah, that's one of my attacks also. But this, the scythe has just such good range, I almost don't even need it.
Time to do that.
On a scale of 1 to 10, with Diablo 3 being a 10, and... Oh, with the 1 being Diablo 3 and 2 and 10 being Diablo 2, I was about to say, I was like, wait, I don't think I would call Diablo 3 a 10. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to rate, and I'm not... Actually, Adam's probably a better person to give this game a score, because he actually, like, understands the end game aspect of these games. Like, I don't play a lot of ARPGs for hundreds and hundreds of hours beyond, like, just the campaign. I've actually just been really getting into this game just because the early game is so much fun, and like messing with these character builds and figuring out how you can synergize all these abilities has been pretty awesome for me. But I've got a character of every class, but I have no character above level 35. So I'm more the type of guy that I enjoy the moment-to-moment mechanical aspects of games like this. So for me, I've been enjoying it quite a lot, and I think a lot of what I disliked about Diablo 3 is fixed, because Diablo 3 had a real sort of almost like proto-Overwatch art style to it. Like, it wasn't quite as Pixar-ish as Overwatch, but it was very cartoony and light-hearted in a way that wasn't really typical of Diablo. It was closer to Warcraft, and I think that was the thing Blizzard was trying to figure out what Blizzard style is, so they wanted to bring Diablo sort of more in line with StarCraft and Warcraft, or at least that's what it seemed like to me with the art style of Diablo 3. Whereas this is like a gothic horror movie at all times. It's very dim, very muted color palette, sort of low saturation, and the cinematics are actually kind of terrifying in a really cool way, I think. But where I cannot rate the game very well is how well this will hold up as like a long-term ARPG with an actual sustainable endgame, because that's the kind of thing that I don't think is immediately clear right away. Like that'll emerge over the coming months, maybe over the next 6 months, as they figure out exactly how they're going to be handling their monetization and what they're going to start allowing people to charge for, what they're not, how they're going to price the things that they do charge for. And it sucks that has to be accounted for, but this ultimately is an always online live service loot game. So they will find a way to maximize the amount of money they can make out of it, and I just hope that they realize that the best way to do that and the most sustainable way to do that is to make your core customer base happy. And exactly, yeah, Diablo 2 lasted forever, and that's one of the reasons why, because it was entirely made by people who just... Their job was make this game good enough so that when we release our expansion pack, they will want to buy it. They'll want to play a little bit more of this game, and they'll give us another $40 or whatever, however much Lord of Destruction cost when it came out. And I mean, I don't think, no, like that was back in like golden age of Blizzard at that point. Like I don't think Blizzard was ever more respected than they were around StarCraft and Diablo 2. Like StarCraft, Diablo 2, and then going into Warcraft 3, some decisions were made that angered a few people, but I think it was overall quite well received. And then they made World of Warcraft, and the whole company changed. That not necessarily for the worse, especially not at first, because I mean they basically invented an entire very complex and interesting genre in the MMO. But they definitely weren't the same Blizzard. And they played a heavily modded Diablo 2 when you were like 9. No idea how these games work. I mean, it's it's pretty straightforward. It's you follow waypoints to do quests and kill monsters, pretty much. Though the following waypoints thing is relatively new. The other games in the series are all randomly generated dungeons and just free exploration. These are all level designed, like authored dungeons, and so not randomly generated, obviously. And it's fixed across the games. You gotta think though, I mean, looking at my Necromancer guy, if I'm the hero that you're putting your stock in, wouldn't you look at me and be like, are we the baddies? It's like, no, we got this righteous hero who's gonna save us from the demon Lilith. It's like, he's got satanic symbols all over his body, and he's leading an army of the dead. I mean, I consider myself not a prude, good chaps, but something about that's a bit off, yeah? I look more demonic than half of the villains in the game. I gotta say, I really love this game. It's a lot of fun. I don't want to give Blizzard the win. Like, I wouldn't unless they deserved it. Trust me. Though as a rogue, you won't need help. I mean, my Necromancer is the weapon of mass destruction, I have found. It's like my rogue is good, but the Necromancer is the crazy one. Oh, yeah. This is not a normal skill I have. It's an astonishingly bad coincidence that was the first battle that I was in, because that shrine that I picked up with the artillery shrine, I think it's called. Is it? Is it artillery shrine? I don't know. But the one that gives you the super crossbow. This is a pretty beautiful looking dungeon. I really like the architecture, like the reliefs on the walls and everything. And it looks pretty cool. Kind of makes me want there to be a Crusader class. Crusader class in Diablo 3 is pretty cool. Fiddle around with it on my Switch. Hey Marc, how's it going? Hey Anthony Shaddocks on YouTube, how's it going, man? It's been quite good. I finally have figured out how I've been healing myself with my rogue, and now I feel like I might be invincible. So long as I'm not getting attacked from too many directions and manage to keep my opponent vulnerable. Because if you'll notice, I'm hardly even moving. I'm just keeping pace with this elite, because my flurry is healing all the damage I am taking. And it's a pretty big breakthrough for me. I'm quite happy about it. I think my main is getting better. I've switched from arcade stick for now because of the analog precision. And being able to turn myself in increments between 30 degrees is pretty cool. 3% increased. Yeah, let's just go. Like now I have 9% increased damage to vulnerable enemies. Like, as much as that's not sexy, like it's not one of those perks that you get. It's like, well, you know, it's got a really cool, I don't know, animation, or it looks really flashy, or it does a lot of damage off the bat that you can immediately see. It's like, man, no. I basically infect every single enemy I fight with vulnerability. That is what I do in most battles that I'm in with this build. So the idea of being able to boost that damage every single hit by 10%. Because you gotta think about quickly I get to 10 hits with that flurry move. That's an extra hit being applied every single time, right? And that's not nothing. I have a feeling our damage output's just gonna get a hell of a lot better. I wish it was a little simpler and it was just like level 1 boots, level 2 boots, but they do this item power thing, I guess, to make the math a little bit more precise, I suppose. Because if it's just level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and you're dealing with a bunch of stats that vary how effective the item actually is, I suppose having a condensed number to just relay the gear store. Well, the reason I keep gems around because I like just being able to slot them in if I pick up some good shit while I'm in a dungeon. I do slot my crude gems, but oh, I guess do I have a bunch of crude gems now? No, I don't have too many, or not crude gems. Yeah, crude ones. Chipped is better than crude, right? Yeah, I think so. My rogue is, I don't want to say unstoppable, but he's pretty damn good. I don't know, really. As much as, like, I've never been into the concept of PvP Diablo, like, I really wonder who would win in a fight between my rogue and my necromancer.
The way will be opened.
I feel like the necromancer would win still. I have the number down there. I've been manually counting it this entire time. Like my my vulnerable shot. So look, see the 2 over my right trigger skill? That's going to become a 3 and the enemy's going to be vulnerable. And then I can use it as a heal with my flurry attack. That's the benefit to me hitting a vulnerable enemy. They do take increased damage, so that's good too. But the main benefit is, oh, all of a sudden you're a healing station. So I can tank while dealing DPS, kind of. You know, in a way. Like, not entirely, because, like, it is conditional on my what's the word for it? Energy. Okay. I was like, it's not mana. Like, I wanted to say mana, but I was like, no, it's not exactly. It's one of the other similar types of skills in this game, or resources. Yeah. How was that for a battle, though, eh, guys? That wasn't too bad. My build worked really, really well for that fight. Like, damn. Like, get riggedy wrecked, son. Is what I just said to, shit, I already forgot the guy's name.
You! If you hurt her! Hurt her! I elevated her! The runes inked into her skin form awakened. She is a beacon across realms! Get her out of here! It matters not. Her part is done. Your part is done too. Savor your breath while it lasts.
Alright, let's do this. Are we... Oh, we're not fighting him? I mean, I guess we did recently fight him. Holy shit, what the hell is that thing? Okay, Andariel. Right on. Hey, hold on, isn't she in, isn't Andariel in Diablo 2? Ooh. Yeah, I swear this is the first boss of Diablo 2. How do I make her vulnerable? Shit. Okay, there we go. Oh, crap. You're done, son. Get riggedy wrecked. Watch me choke. Don't even need your health potions. You bad person. Alright. I got 2 pairs of legendary boots in the same boss drop. Are you kidding? But why? Hold on, your grenade skill counts as a trap skill. Ooh, boy. Hold on a sec, though. I don't really use grenade skills. Chilled enemies poisoned by poison imbuement will be further chilled. Shit. But I don't use any of that. +2 ranks of caltrops. Ooh, boy. Is it trying to bring me back to the caltrops? Away from the poison. Yeah, what the hell? I mean, especially because now, here, watch. Though I have been liking the poison trap. I think it is pretty cool, and I enjoyed it. All right, bitch. Remember me from the beta weekend? I remember you.
Yes, I'm not ready.
20 seconds and I got it for sure. If not before that. I'll have my ultimate back, and by the time it is ready, she's gonna be dead. 2, 1. Boom. And die. Really? That didn't do enough damage for me? Okay, I've been wanting to kill you for months now, Ashva. Just die already. It's my turn. My turn to kill you. That's right. You have nowhere to run, because we're in hell. Vengeance! Okay, sorry. So that was the world boss that was killing me repeatedly during the open beta, and yeah. Ashva is a campaign monster apparently, and she is now dead. Or he, I don't know, whatever. It sounds like kind of a feminine name. That's kind of why I figured it was a she. That is pretty badass. Crazy long spears that have like 10 people thrusting them at once, working in unison. Pretty badass, guys. An angel is trying to kill a demon in hell right now. I guess that's probably the closest something. We're on the angel's team, but the angel might also be kind of an evil force himself, so this is the angel and his army fighting against the demon and her army. All right. I like her as a villain, man. I think she's awesome. I like the design. I think she's the right amount of terrifying looking and kind of sexy. And yeah, and she's vicious, you know. But I'm gonna kill her. She's dead. Like, she's already lost. But I'm gonna call it right now. First shot. First shot. It's happening. We got this. Okay. Gotta use one there. Didn't want to use it there, actually. 45 seconds on the ultimates. Puppies are being very cute. Yeah, they're very cute. Nope. Now it is. cape. Okay. Hardly even, I'm not even using my Caltrops. Oh, we lost our baby Jojo. No, I can't beat the Daughter of Hatred without my puppies. Oh, come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh shit! No, I'm totally doing that right. Come on. Oh no! I gotta get them over here. Shit. Oh, that worked out really poorly. Oh man, I just wasted my ult. That sucks. She might as well just kill me. I'm kidding. We're still gonna get there. That's happening. So this is it. Final round. It's been real, like Lilith. Seriously, this has been an awesome game. I've had a lot of fun. I'm happy it was my rogue who was the first to take you down. She not dead? Alright, okay, phase 2, why not? I guess that was a tad easy, I suppose. I just thought we had it. But I'm making no guarantees on this one. I was just like, okay, I see her attacks here, I think we got her. Like she's also far less sexy. Like I want the MILF lady back, please. she was far less frightening. Okay. And these attacks are a lot more difficult to avoid too. Come on. Oh shit, seriously? Oh, that sucks. Oh no, are you kidding? Do I have to do both phases again? Ah. Oh man, that sucks if that's the case. Oh, that's lame. Okay, well, you know. We talked a little shit. But I did beat that first phase. I didn't know there was going to be a second phase. I should have known. Yeah, no, I didn't expect her to squish me so handily. Oh, no, okay, we're doing phase 2, I guess? Okay, well, I mean, that's good. Really need to focus on healing myself with my vulnerable attacks. Oh, shit! I had to. Like, I had no choice there. Oh shit. Okay. Oh no. I'm dead. Yep. Yeah, well, okay. What's something we can do to make this more effective? We're not going to get rid of Flurry. Okay, so now I'm going to be primarily attacking with a ranged attack. I don't want to get rid of any of the 3 in the middle, and Flurry I might still want for the healing. Okay, we'll see if just adding 1 ranged attack to the mix, turning our basic attack into a ranged helps. Can I destroy these things? I just have to be close to them for a long enough time? Like, I really need a way to defend against them, because those projectiles are killing me. Like, they're really whittling down my health a lot and requiring me to use healing items when I otherwise probably wouldn't. Yeah. Oh no.
Need more time.
Oh, come on, I was healing! I waited a little too long. But still, my healing is not outpacing my... Oh wait, wouldn't these consumables be good? 30% and experience. Oh, for 30 minutes? Okay. And experience. Lightning resist. I don't think that'll help. Is there poison resist? Okay, yeah, sure. Nope. Okay, sure. Oh, can you only have 1 equipped at a time? Okay, that sucks. I was like, man, I'm just gonna buff like crazy. Iron skin. Okay, armor by 900. I think that'll help. That's probably the one to use. Okay, some healing items. Oh god. you don't have as many places to go either. Oh shit. Fuck. I really got. Oh god. Shit. Oh my god.
I'm not ready.
Come on. No.
Need more time.
No. That's it. Hatred dies now. Definitely. Gotcha. All right. Whew. Okay. We finished Diablo 4, everybody. Unless there's a phase 3. Oh, man. But yeah, see, it was just a little tweak to the build that needed to happen. We passed Diablo 4 with our rogue. We still have many characters to use. And, yeah, and there's going to be, I think, 2 expansions? I heard 2. I might be wrong about that. It might just be 1. But they're going with the expansion model, so it's probably going to be like a $40 expansion. That'll be a really big new campaign. And, yeah, so, yeah, we got our rogue some new kind of fancy end game armor that I enjoy. I think it still kind of keeps with his Roman centurion sort of look, but it's fancier than the more sort of, yeah, muted things we had going on before. We got Marc the Necromancer. He's a sickly boy. Our chunky druid, our steroid freak, and our wife. Good old wife. I mean, not old, but, you know, good wife. This is my Diablo character that I designed after you. Her name is X-Raiden. She's a lightning mage.
That doesn't look like me.
It does.
She looks so white.
No, she doesn't look white. Here,
Yes, she
hold on.
does.
Okay, hold on one sec. We'll go to the thing. Let's evaluate the ethnicity of my mage. And yo, the one I deleted came back. The gay mage.
Oh, yeah. Marc definitely takes it up the butt.
It's because it's the same animations. But yeah,
It's okay, Marc, if you take it up the butt.
Hey, look,
it's fine.
she looks Asian.
No, she doesn't. She has freckles.
You have freckles.
What Asian has freckles?
You.
I don't have freckles. What are you talking about?
You literally do.
I literally don't. I have sunspots. That's not the same thing as freckles.
Okay.
Hi, TXC Cam.
We're gonna be the steroid barbarian instead.